Krzysztof Kamil Baczyński was a Polish poet and home army soldier, one of the most renowned authors of the generation of Columbus's, the young generation of Polish poets of whom several perished in the Warsaw Uprising and during the German occupation of Poland. Biography. Baczyński was born in Warsaw in the family of renowned literary critic and soldier of Polish legions in World War I, Stanislaw Baczyński, and school teacher Stefania Zielinczyk. His mother was his zealous Catholic but with Jewish roots, and as such was treated by the Germans as a Jew. His uncle, Adam Zielinczyk, escaped from the Warsaw Ghetto and was killed by Germans in 1943. Baczyński was baptized on September 7, 1922 in Warsaw. As a child, he suffered from asthma, his heart was very weak and he was in constant threat of tuberculosis. In 1933, he began education at Gimnazjum I Liceum im Stefana Batorego. He graduated in May 1939. In his class there were future heroes of Sarajevo Siregi, Jan Bytner and Tadeusz Zawodki. Baczyński debuted as a poet sometime in 1938 in Strzelca, a magazine published by Organization of Socialist Youth Spartacus, to which he belonged himself. After graduation, he was planning to continue education at Warsaw's Academy of Fine Arts, but the outbreak of World War II ended these plans. During the German and Soviet occupation of Poland, he continued to cooperate with the left-wing underground press, most notably with the Plominy and Droga magazines. At the same time he was a student of Polish language at the secret underground Warsaw University and the Armia Krajowa's Grigla NCO's school. He took up several jobs, and in 1943 joined Battalion Zoska, after which he gave up studies, committing himself to the Polish resistance activities. In his apartment, he hid several pieces of weaponry, including submachine guns and grenades. On July 6, 1942, he married Barbara Drapczynska, a university colleague. The marriage resulted in a set of erotica written by Baczyński, reputedly one of the most notable in the Polish language. Shortly before the Warsaw Uprising, Baczyński gave a copy of all his poems to one of his friends to hide in Halibutt. Because of that, they survived the war. As a member of scouting assault groups, Baczyński took part in many sabotage actions throughout the occupation. One of them was derailment of a German military train in August 1944, which resulted in a 26-hour delay of traffic on the strategic connection Warsaw-Białystok. After the Warsaw Uprising broke out, he joined the Parasol Battalion. He was killed in action by a German sniper at approximately 4 p.m. of August 4, 1944, in Blank Palace in the Warsaw Old Town area. He is buried in the Pałki Military Cemetery, together with his pregnant wife, who was killed on September 1, 1944. He was posthumously awarded the Armia Krajowa Cross in 1947. In his poems and short novels, Baczyński demonstrated both romantic traditions and catastrophism. His poems depict the brutality of war, and suggest that love is the only force that can effectively defend a human being against it. His talent was highly appreciated by his contemporaries. Stanislaw Pigan, upon hearing news of Baczyński joining the Sarajevo Siregi, said to Kazimierz Wicha, "We belong to a nation whose fate is to shoot at the enemy with diamonds." Baczyński in Polish culture. The 1984 film The Fourth Day tells the story of the last 4 days of his life. In 1965, Polish singer Ewa Domarczyk sings Baczyński poems on LP Wyjazd za Wiedźmin. 1990 Jacek Kaczmarski, Kosmopolak Barykada. 1991 Grzegorz Turnout Naprod and Ida Zienik. 2005 Laucze Pustyni Warsawskie Godzina W. 2007 Zbigniew Holdy's Pokolenie, 2012 Tadek Elijah Oklopki Polskim, the 2013 film Baczyński. Published works: White Magic and Other Poems, trans. by Bill Johnston.